The seventh problem which we have is a very important and interesting problem. We are given with 2 plus root 3 power n, and it is given that it is represented by I plus f, where I is the integral part of the number and f is the fractional part of the number. In fact, every number can be represented as I plus f, where I is the integral part and f is the fractional part. Let's say 3.2. In 3.2, 3 is the integral part and 0.2 is the fractional part. Similarly, 2 plus root 3 power n is also represented in this fashion. Now I and n, these are two positive integers, and the fractional part is always between 0 to 1. Now we have to show that the I, which is the integral part of this number, it is an odd integer, and we need to prove I plus f into 1 minus f equals 1. Now there is a standard way of doing this problem. What we do first is, we write I plus f equals 2 plus root 3 whole power n. Now let us consider two minus root 3 power n, and in the similar fashion it can also be represented as integral part I dash plus fractional part f dash, where f dash will be definitely in between 0 to 1. Now by speculation, since 2 minus root 3 is less than 1, greater than 0, so this is a number between 0 to 1, or rather a fraction between 0 to 1. So any fraction when raised to power an integer, it is always less than 1, and definitely it is greater than 0. Now 2 minus root 3 power n is also a fraction in between 0 and 1, so its integral part will be equal to 0. Let's say there is a number 0.8, so the integral part of 0.8 is 0 and the fractional part is 0.8, so I dash will be equal to 0. So f dash will be equal to 2 minus root 3 power n. Let us rewrite the whole thing again. I plus f is given to be 2 plus root 3 power n, and what we considered is f dash equals 2 minus root 3 whole power n. Now in order to cancel out these irrational terms, we can very clearly see if we add I plus f and f dash, this root 3 terms will get cancelled out, and what we will get is just the rational terms, which is equal to I plus f dash equals 2 times 2 power n plus nc2 2 power n minus 2 3 square, and similarly going in the similar fashion we need not write the other terms. So we can very clearly see this is an integer. So I plus f dash is equal to 2 times an integer, so an even integer. Now we know f lies between 1 and 0, f dash lies in between 1 and 0, so f plus f dash will lie between 0 and 2. Since I is an integer, I plus f dash is an even integer, so f plus f dash should also be an integer, but f plus f dash lies between 0 and 2, and the only integer lying in between 0 and 2 is 1, so f plus f dash should be equal to 1. On putting the value of f plus f dash as 1 here, we get I plus 1 is equal to even integer, so I is an odd integer. This proves our first part of the problem, that I is an odd integer. Now the second part of the problem demanded that we needed to prove I plus f into 1 minus f equals 1. Now I plus f is 2 plus root 3 whole power n, and 1 minus f is, we know f plus f dash equal to 1, so 1 minus f is f dash which we assume to be 2 minus root 3 whole power n. So putting the value 2 minus root 3 whole power n, we get a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square, 4 minus 3 is 1. So we have proved I plus f into 1 minus f equals 1, which is our final answer.